Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. This is Movie Phone.
I brought a fan, but I don't need it. You guys are prepared.
We're prepared.
There's fans. I got my Beyonce fan.
You got these fans. You got
I don't
these
need
fans.
this. What's up? What's up, fans?
And we don't need it.
This is the first stage y'all really thought of us.
Well, we're opening in a
you.
little unconventional way, so I'll continue.
Yes, please. I'm sorry. I took your thunder.
No, you didn't. You actually come for the Cannes Film Festival. So I just want you to be honest about how do you like the experience here with Cannes and marketing and advertising and creativity versus film?
Lions is way better.
Okay.
Woo! It just is.
Yes.
I mean, the film festival is fun because, you know, you get to get dressed up and get real pretty and in like the biggest dress you could ever fit into, or that could take up the red carpet. And then you sometimes, I mean, I don't even go into the film because I'm not invited usually because I'm not an actress. I just get to walk the red carpet and then I have to leave. And that's really boring. This is way more fun.
Okay.
And I really like, this is like my people. This is my crowd. You like marketing nerds are really, you're my people.
Well, I beg to differ about the actress, but we will get into that in a little bit.
Okay.
First, I think whether you go to the film festival or the Cannes Creativity Festival, this is highly exclusive. We're in Cannes, but we're going to talk to you about a very inclusive campaign. And we're talking about an audience that's often overlooked and underserved, but they have an outsized influence on culture and they have a plus-size purchasing power. So why are they getting overlooked? JCPenney continues to challenge the status quo through unconventional, bold retail campaigns that make high-quality fashion accessible to everybody. Its collaboration with our supermodel, Ashley Graham, broke the mold in more ways, from designing for curves-only collection versus appealing to everyone, to storytelling across unexpected channels and platforms. We're about to hear the behind-the-scenes details about what went into disrupting the fashion world, how JCPenney and Ashley are democratizing style for all body types, and how an unexpected marketing strategy brought it all to life. That feel good?
Woo!
Good setup.
Thank you.
Drum roll, please. With the
I
first
feel
question.
so fortunate to be in the audience, in the company of Catalyst Brands Chief Marketing Officer, Marisa Thalberg, who's a fashion icon in her own right. If you've seen her grace the stages of the Hall of Fame, Hall of Achievement, Hall of Everything. She is a regular on the Forbes World's Most Influential CMOs list. And whether it's working across brands like Estee Lauder, Lowe's, Taco Bell, I think there's some SeaWorld and Busch Gardens in there. The constant about Marisa is her ability to take brands to new heights of consumer resonance, cultural relevance, and brand performance. So she's here for outcomes. We're also joined by the incredible and comparable supermodel, entrepreneur, investor, multi-hyphenate, Ashley Graham, who has reshaped fashion and media industries and redefined traditional beauty standards. You have seen her work because she was the first to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated Swim. She was the Victoria's Secret runway, and she walked the Victoria's Secret runway, and she did it all with curves. How dare you?
I know. How dare Wow.
Marisa and Ashley will share how they have disrupted the fashion space and continue to work together to democratize style. Okay, the first one is to you both, so you can jump in and grab it. Talk to us through the origin story of this collaboration as people, but also as brands. And the partnership is more than just a one-time collection, from what I understand. It came to life with a specific vision focused on Curves audience. I want to know more about that. So why is this such an important focus for you both?
Marisa and I, this is our fourth panel in 2 days, and this is also why it's way more fun at Lion, because you get to meet interesting people, tell your story, and hopefully inspire people to do something similar or even better than you did. But I had been working with JCPenney about 20 years ago when I was just a catalog model, when I was 15 and 16 years old. And I thought maybe my career would stop there, but then it evolved and it turned into what it is. So when JCPenney called me and said they wanted to expand their curve division, well, they called it plus size. I like to call it curves because I think that, you know, that's a very limiting word.
Yeah.
And I think that curvy women, you know, they come in a size 4, they come in a size 24. And they asked me to come in and be the creative director of a curve line, and it felt very nostalgic because, yes, we went as a family to JCPenney and took our family photos. I modeled for them. So the story was there, the why was there, but also JCPenney being a nostalgic brand, an evergreen department store, something that really like had a heart for so many people. And because of their big rebrand in the last decade was, well, maybe 5 years, their rebrand in the last 5 years.
Especially the last year.
I was going to say, maybe it was just this last year, their great rebrand.
Is that under your leadership?
Yes.
Okay.
It was an easy yes for me because it's also a lot of quality. And then I got to meet Marisa before their ink was even dry. And Marissa's, as you could hear, she's an incredible person with a lot of, very, very decorated, in more ways than one. And this felt like it was going to be a lot of fun. She understood the assignment because everything I said to her was, this collaboration and this line isn't for me, it's for her. It's for the woman who has been underserved. It's for the woman who has not had access to size, quality, and affordability. Yeah. And I don't want her to feel like we're just, pacifying something. We want to build something for her and with her. And the community aspect was really important. So we got to get deep on that over a fun lunch in New York. And then Marisa came in and hired a great team and made some magic happen when we launched my collection in October. And we built a trailer for a movie that was never going to be made, which I'll let you talk about, Marisa.
Yes to all of that. And I think the reason why we connected so much is because you have to connect on a personal level, on a human level. And I think when we're good as marketers, we actually are using our human intuition and finding our empathy and then also figuring out the cultural tension. And I think that was what kind of came together in what became the idea is there is this true cultural tension that we dramatized in the form of a trailer for a fake movie that hasn't been made called Omitted. And it was starring Ashley Graham. Why has this movie not been made? Well, over 67% of women in the United States are technically sized to be plus size, and yet only 2% of women of that size have been featured in main character roles. And so you think about that's a cultural tension point.
Yeah.
And then the empathy and the emotion is we all just want to be seen. I mean, and the fact that we've created a sense of through fashion, frankly, and in other ways too, our industry's been, I'd argue, complicit in telling women they need to cover up, they need to in some way maybe feel ashamed because they're curvier. I far prefer the idea of talking about curves than plus. And Ashley represents the opposite of that. She's so full of positivity and confidence, and the clothes that she has designed with us, I think really represent that. So the idea of being able to say this is main character energy and that this line and Ashley herself can really inspire women of any size to feel good in what they wear. That's what fashion's supposed to do. Fashion's supposed to make you feel good, make you feel happy with what you've chosen to wear, make you walk with a little bit more pep in your step. And that should be true no matter what size you are. And at JCPenney, one of the things that attracted me to the brand is that's not just a jump on the bandwagon decision. It's been decades of speaking to women who are petite, women who are plus, men who are big, men who are tall. Like, we've had that size inclusivity for a really long time. And I think as a marketer, then that gives me authenticity and credibility to tell that story, because it's not something we just slapped on to the brand out of some idea that maybe that would be relevant today.
Yeah. I like that expanded definition of size inclusivity.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm tall.
Yeah.
So growing up, I could never get pants that fit right. And now they make tall brands and everybody's wearing their pants up high. I'm like, where were you when I was in 8th grade?
Yeah, I mean, we
showing their ankles.
Well, I say as a woman who, from a height standpoint, is petite. You pay. I coined this when we did something predating Ashley, that you pay the petite tax. Like what? And you know what? If you are like most Americans are, socioeconomically constrained, it's really hard to think about, oh, you found something cute and now you're going to spend maybe twice as much getting it shortened. So thinking about inclusion, I know it has a certain definition in society, but size inclusion matters too when it comes to fashion. It really does.
Well, thank you both for giving us a new language around plus size and curves. I do want to stay with you, Marisa, and ask you about, because often brands will want to hedge their bet and they want to test and see before they kind of double down and invest year over year. Can you talk about the decision to build a multi-year relationship rather than launch a one-off collection or only available for a limited time?
I can, but I'm representing my colleagues more than myself in that, and I always like to give credit where it's due. This is team sport in retail. But I think the right answer is that the idea was, sometimes there is real justification for doing a limited time only short-term collaboration. It creates a moment of heat and then it's gone. I think the approach, tell me if you agree, was we went into this saying we were building a new brand together that was really going to answer a need gap in the marketplace and even in our own offerings of, how would you really fashion-forward clothing, but in our ethos being highly affordable, high quality, highly affordable for women with curves. So that's the philosophy. Is not just it's not a gimmick. This was about a long-term commitment to a new brand for our customer.
Well, if you were wondering, why does that woman look so effortlessly chic? Because she's wearing JCPenney. Yes.
We both are.
Thank you. We all are.
We all are. Go, Christina. Thank you.
Ashley, you've built a career on challenging the status quo, both in work, as a supermodel, as an entrepreneur, as the founder of Luci Lambrusco, and the investor of Coterie. Those are diapers that you won't lose sleep over. And Knix, as well as startups like Riff Care. As you consider the many opportunities that come your way, how do you think about the intersection of identity and business opportunity? So can we think about identity as a winning business strategy?
100%. I think anything that's close to home is a winning bet for you. You know that when you walk into the business side of it, whether it's investing in the advertising or investing behind the scenes or investing for someone like me, giving my name, image, and likeness to a brand, it's all about, am I using it? Do I like it? Is it something that's close to home? And all the brands that you mentioned and my brand that I'm wearing today, it's all about the word that a lot of companies continue to chase, but it's authenticity. It's and it's being true to yourself. And I think that if you just lean into that and that's where you're coming from with your choice of brand, it makes it a lot easier and a lot less of a headache. And also when you're promoting, it makes it much easier and smoother.
Yeah. You, Marisa, you did give me some of these stats. You said industry research has estimated that roughly 2/3 of women wear size 14 and above, yet plus size apparel represents only 1/5 of women's clothing market. So what was the response to your collection, designed as curves first, from your community, both online and in person?
It was wild. The way that they thought about the movie trailer was something that I had never done. I thought, I've been modeling for almost 20 years, and I thought I've seen it all, done it all. And when they said, we're going to put you in a movie trailer, I had just gotten the role as Roxy Hart in Chicago on Broadway. And this was all last year, and I thought, wow, this is pretty serendipitous. I'm not an actress, but and I had never sang, dance, or acted before in my life. But now here's this whole moment created around a movie trailer for a movie that's not going to be made, which also felt pretty in line with what you see in media anyways. You're not seeing the diverse women that you hope to see, whether it's Black, brown, other ethnicities, whether it's larger sizes, like whatever it is that you're looking for, you see a one note through and through. So to bring this back to your question of just, how did this affect my community? They were wowed. They were astonished. This was a moment in time, even for myself, not only for like a pinch me moment with Broadway and the trailer combined, but also for my girls, for her to see that, you too can be the main character in your own life. There are clothes for you. There is confidence for you. There is a story to be told for you, and you just have to own it.
Well, you gave me the perfect segue to tee up something, but I do want to stay here for a second because didn't we learn from Rihanna when our skin tones were being underserved, and Rihanna came in with Fenty and then created a skincare and a makeup line that we could all see ourselves in. So that and the sales and the case study was all there. So why are we here now? Why are you guys making history with a collection? Why in 2026? I'm a little tired.
I'm tired too. I mean, I feel like I've been fighting for body diversity and inclusion, and just for people to look at themselves in the mirror differently really hard for the last 15 years. And it's the people at the top that have the hardest problem with it, because what I keep hearing is it costs more money to make bigger sizes. It's harder for us to look at a demographic when we're pinpointing one core audience. Like why should we put the other in? And they think about who's buying it and where the sales are. But I don't think that if the statistics aren't there, if the numbers aren't there, if it's not lining up, then why would you do it? Why would you create it? So I don't know why we're there. I mean,
yeah. Well, thank you for proving otherwise.
I think it's also just about meeting your consumers where they really are. And so for me, it's just about being non-judgmental. There's no statement it's not a statement for or against. It's just saying our customers come from all different backgrounds and all different shapes and sizes, and they want to dress really well, and they want to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
That's who we're talking to. So the interesting thing representing JCPenney, and it's part of Catalyst Brands, and we have other brands that are specialty brands like Brooks Brothers, Aeropostale, Lucky Brand, Nautica, and those are all, as specialty brands, more of a particular aesthetic. There's diversity in them, but they're sort of a type. The thing that's kind of still cool about the idea of a department store, even though I know for some people it seems a little dusty, and that's part of the challenge of revitalizing this, is there really is something for everyone. I'm going to be really honest. We have customers that will not buy Ashley's look because they're older, they're more conservative, they're classic, and so we're going to continue to have, whether I consider it high fashion or not, doesn't matter. That customer wants that, but to not serve a customer that wants to look high fashion, that wants to be proud of their curves, seems like that feels like a judgment to me.
Yes.
That we're telling you, you can't look like this, you can't feel like this, you can't dress like this, and that feels wrong to me. So I like the idea of, in that choice, meeting people where they are and helping people to have options of how they might want to dress and brands they like and styles they like in a way that is truly economically feasible. I mean, we've been half joking, but there's so much talk in culture, especially in the United States, about the 1%.
Yeah.
So we just threw out a lot of percentages. And I kind of jokingly internally are saying, we're for the other 99%. I mean, that seems like a pretty large group that maybe we could be standing for. But culture doesn't talk that way. And I know the irony. Look where we are. I do. But the truth is, when we go back home, it's about visiting our stores in all different parts of the country, seeing who our customers are. We're about, for back to school, I'll tell you this, we're going to have a $12, we have salons in JCPenney, a $12 haircut offer through back to school for students and for teachers.
It's a $12 haircut, like Supercuts?
Yes.
So is this Supercuts?
No, better than Supercuts. We have salons. $12.
Yes.
And I mean, first of all, that's an acknowledgement.
Is this a haircut in a bowl? Or are you going to put their hair in a bowl?
Oh, Christina, go. It's good. I had my hair blown out there the other day. It was great. But my point is, that's acknowledging teachers as a part of our audience,
yes,
who are hardworking and are pillars of society. Same with nurses, and don't get paid well enough to maybe go to the. ideal salon that we'd all want to go to, or moms who want to get their kids ready for school. That's affordability, that's access. So Ashley is just the most amazing personification of that as frankly, a bigger marketing story that I think we need to tell.
Well, omitted is the trailer of a movie that is never going to get made. Would you tee us up a little bit better than me? Because I will
Even more?
Yes.
What did I miss? So it was like a hot film where I'm running around. Is that what you want? You want me to tell you about omitted?
Can we
Are we
show
about
it?
to show
Yeah,
it?
you can throw to the video, Marisa.
Oh, we are?
We've got a
Okay,
video.
yeah.
We've got a video of some highlights,
I didn't know we
including
were
omitted.
showing it.
You ever get that feeling like you don't even exist? I've been getting that a lot lately. As if someone, somewhere, just hit delete.
According to our system, you don't exist.
I guess that's how it has to be for women like me.
We're sorry.
But then again, does it?
I didn't know you guys were showing
Oh, you
that.
didn't know
That I
we-
was not briefed on.
Okay. We wanted to surprise you.
Oh.
I can't help but love what I just saw from none other than JCPenney.
Yes.
Yes, JCPenney.
Did you get your SAG card for that?
I've been had that.
Okay. And
Only because I like host TV and stuff.
that other
That other part. That other slash.
I do think fans want to know, will the movie ever get made?
That depends on how much JCPenney is going to go knock on all the doors.
Well, I don't
On my
know.
behalf.
We've got CAA, UTA, we've got them all here. So
Yes.
we've got filmmakers. So I don't know, maybe we've got to
Who wants
walk
to write the
across
rest
that a
of
little
it?
bit.
Right? And we need a writer.
So,
We've got some writers
sorry,
in the room.
UTA, I mean.
JCPenney and dentsu teams brought this campaign to life in unexpected ways by treating the campaign like real entertainment, because it is real entertainment, making cinema a must-do channel to bring that story to life on the biggest screens. So can you both talk about the process of producing the trailer and what made you say yes to kind of this out-of-box touch points? And also shout out to Gen Z for bringing movies back. They're bringing movies back.
Totally. And I mean, given where we are at Dentsu Beach, I mean, there was also media creativity involved in saying, we're going to do this. We're going to put this in cinemas. So we did. That's contextual and that makes sense. Listen, I think also I want to shout out our creative agency, and this is Mischief at No Fixed Address, who just started working with us. This is really in the early days. It's the first few months of getting this new Yes JCPenney platform out there. So, and we knew we had this big Ashley moment on the way. And so while it wasn't necessarily the same creative work that we did to kind of launch that platform treated with anonymous ads and it's from where, and that really got people talking, showing the fashion, it was a natural extension. I think the key is I like to zig when everyone else zags. And I think there's so much sameness in retail marketing that as an underdog brand, I continue to believe we're best, and we have not been perfect. Like, it gets really high pressured when you hit the holiday season and everyone's just screaming their deals. And you're like, oh my God, we got to scream our deals too. It's almost impossible to not fall down that promotional rabbit hole. And obviously customers want deals, but to storytell in a way that's unexpected, to me is crucial when you're asking people to change their thinking, because it creates cognitive dissonance. You're not expecting it. You didn't expect to see what looks like a regular movie trailer and then find out it's a fake movie trailer. That disrupts your perceptions, and by doing so, makes you stop and think. That's really important when it comes to trying to change the narrative around women with curves and what they want and how they feel and how they want to feel. And frankly, it's really important when you're trying to turn around a legacy department store that many of you probably have preconceived notions about, and I'm here to try to help get you to reconsider it. If you shopped it with your mom or grandma 30 years ago, I love that, but come now, try it now. Are you all the prime prospect? You're not. That's okay. I'm wearing JCPenney and I'm really proud of it. And by the way, it was a lot more affordable than a lot of what's walking up and down the Quasset right now. So if someone wants to really give it a try, I'm going to tell you, we have some gift cards for you. But you have to come up and say, for real, you really want to give it a try? And I'd love to see what you wind up picking out, because it is a little bit of the seeing is believing and giving a try. And there's no better seeing is believing than seeing what fashion for women with curves can look like, which is what Ashley's brought to JCPenney, but also, frankly, into culture and into the world.
Well, you are no stranger to bold marketing campaigns in your career, and this campaign to follow. But it's challenging to be bold when the average tenure for a chief marketing officer is around 18 to 22 months.
I know.
So, but give us advice as marketers about being that brand brave.
Boy, I don't know, because I think a lot of people think I've been very, very brave, and the truth is I think it's actually because I've been scared not to be brave that I've been brave. Does that make any sense? Like, it's like my fear drives my bravery. Like, well, if I don't try this, if I don't do something different, and in a way that's why I think I'm attracted to brands that need some help, that have latent equity but need help, because your case for change is actually very simple. You just say, well, if we keep doing it the same way that we've been doing it, that's the classic definition of insanity, that there's going to be different results. But it doesn't mean that it's easy. It's really, really not. This is a hard assignment because of things that also extend well beyond what a marketer can control.
Yeah.
So I'd say the bravery is built out of that case for change. When something different needs, when you are an underdog, we have a third of the budget of some, or substantially less than some of our biggest competitors. So it's actually a bravery and a bit born out of fear and a bit born out of necessity. You just got to figure out a different way to play the game, and that's what's motivated me.
The production quality of that trailer is kind of amazing. Ashley,
honestly, it was cleverly done. It wasn't. We were able to do it. Even this was. See, like JCPenney, high fashion but affordable.
Well, this is when we love our industry the most. But Ashley, over to you in that vein. What advice do you have for marketers when they want to authentically work with creators? And do you consider yourself a creator?
It depends on how much I'm getting paid.
I'm bump.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry. Felt like
I think there's so much conversation about like influencers and however you feel about that word, especially being a traditional model for so long and seeing social media get brought up before my eyes, and then hopping in and out of the modeling and influencer world. But influencers get paid way more money than models. It's crazy. So I always tell my influencer girlfriends, like, they all want to be models because they think it's glamorous.
Yeah.
And I tell them, like, just don't do it. Don't even try. Just keep doing what you're doing because you get to control your narrative. Models don't get to. But I think for marketers, I think it's the age-old, like, where's the story? What's the why? Why are you picking this person? Don't pick them for their numbers. I think that we've all learned that micro-influencers are having, they make a lot of impact because their engagement is so steady and it's poignant and to whatever the product is that they're talking about. Unless if you're working with someone, that has a lot of followers, that has the authentic story behind whatever the product is. And I think that's always key. There's like, how can you use the person that you're hiring to naturally talk about the product without it being force-fed to the followers and to the fans and to the audience that you're trying to get?
Yeah, so we can engage with you in multiple ways.
Exactly.
Your collection is curves first, but will you expand the collection to all of us?
Most likely.
Okay.
Most likely, but it's a slow and steady process.
Okay, so you're not giving us a date. You're not revealing a date on this stage?
No.
Okay. Well, I do want to thank you. I want to thank you both for sharing kind of the behind the scenes. I think we could unpack the work even further, but I think you have some exciting news to announce to our audience.
Oh, we're giving these clothes away on the stage.
Yeah.
So, yes. If any of you ladies out here, or your moms, or any men, your wives, or maybe you would like a dress or a jacket, please come on up and take what you like.
So in this case, the curvy girls go first.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes.
And Marisa, you have an announcement.
I was going to say, and if you want a gift card, Marissa's giving out gift cards.
I said that. I will give out, if you want to give it a try, take my retail challenge. Give up your wayward retail ways and toss out those retail regrets and give JCPenney a try. I just want to see what you get. So hit me up right afterwards and we have some gift cards for you.
Yeah, but literally come up and take whatever you want off of the rack. It's all for you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Christena.
everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you, guys.
everyone.